Hi, I'm Dr. Hanna, the owner of Houston Spay Neuter, and first off, I want to thank you for spaying or neutering your pet. You are helping to decrease animal population here in Houston. We all know that's super important. I want to go over just a couple of guidelines for ensuring a good recovery on spay and neuter for dogs and cats. So our first important thing, especially for dogs, is making sure that they're not licking at their incision. So on all dogs, they are going home with a cone of shame, the Elizabethan collar, and that's going to prevent them from licking. So you want to make sure that the collar is long enough that it goes just past the nose so they can't get around to that incision. We do encourage them to wear that cone at all times for 2 weeks after surgery. For cats, they're generally a little bit more civilized, and so we typically don't send them home with a cone of shame unless we notice them licking at the clinic. However, if you notice them licking at home, you can definitely reach out to us and get a collar from us, or you can get a recovery suit or an e-collar from your nearest pet store. Big things to remember is, aside from the cone and prevention of licking, is to make sure that we limit exercise, especially in our doggy friends. We want to make sure that they're outside to potty only on a leash for the next 2 weeks. So that means no running, jumping, playing, outside chasing squirrels, nothing like that for 2 weeks. After that, they can go and be a real dog. Cats, it's a little more challenging, so we want to make sure that we're limiting as best we can, especially if you have multiple cats that have been fixed at the same time. If we can limit playing together, that's super important. Making sure that, if you have a really tall cat tree, turning it over on its side so they can't jump on that can be very helpful. I want you to look at that incision a couple of times a day. A little bit of redness, a little bit of swelling, that can be normal, just like you or I after surgery. But if you notice excessive redness, excessive swelling, please make sure you reach out to us. Definitely if you notice any discharge, bleeding, a lot of oozing or pus, anything like that, we definitely want to know about that. So just make sure you're taking a quick peek at that a couple of times a day. Animals that have just had surgery may or may not be interested in dinner. You can definitely offer them a little bit of food. If they eat, great. If they don't, that's okay. You might notice nausea for up to 24 hours after surgery, just like people. That's super normal. So if you notice any animals that aren't eating after that period of time, for instance, the next morning, they're still not interested in breakfast, let us know for sure. Other than that, recovery is pretty routine for these kiddos. Big things are reduction of exercise, making sure they don't lick, and definitely reach out to us if you have any problems. Generally, we're available by text message up to generally 8:30 at night, and then through the weekends. And if you see something that looks weird, go ahead and send us a picture. Definitely we can take a look at that when we're closed and see if that's something that we need to address. Thank you so much for spaying and neutering your pets, and have a great day.